Hello, and welcome back to Nara Science Lab. Today we are going to be starting a new video series on the periodic table of elements. In this video, I will be giving an introduction about the periodic table of elements and giving an overview over some topics that we're going to save for some other videos related to the periodic table of elements. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what is a periodic table of the elements? What is a period? Well, I'm here to answer all of those questions. The periodic table of elements is a tabular array of all of the elements and is ordered by atomic number and chemical properties. Now you might be asking again, what's an element? Well, an element is an atom, and an atom is composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And you might be asking again, who made this periodic table and when did they make it? Well, the periodic table was made by Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev and was made in 1896 and is now used in physics and many other sciences. Here you can see the periodic table, and when you first look at it, you wonder, what do all of these symbols mean and what do these numbers mean? Well, I'm going to explain that to you. Let's take hydrogen, for example. On the top left of hydrogen, you can see its atomic number, its symbol, its name, and its atomic weight. Here, you can see the periodic table, and even I, at first, was very confused about what all of these different colors meant. Well, I'm here to talk it through with you, step by step. First of all, the periodic table is divided into rows and columns. The rows are called periods and the columns are called groups. Periods represent the shells with electrons in them that are around a nucleus of an atom. Groups are ordered by elements that behave similarly. Therefore, they have the same chemical properties. Let me explain to you the subcategories in the metal, non-metal trend. The red elements, up until and including the purple elements, are all metals. They conduct electricity. The pink elements are noble gases, and they don't want to react with any of the other elements. The green groups are non-metals, and they don't conduct electricity. Whereas the yellow group sometimes conduct electricity and sometimes they don't conduct electricity under certain circumstances. These are called metalloids or semiconductors. Now that you know the basic structure of the periodic table, you might be wondering, what's that on the bottom? Well, that on the bottom are two extra periods. Those periods are the lanthanides and the actinides. The top periods are the lanthanides and are numbers 57 to 71. They are also known as rare earth metals. The bottom row, which are numbers 89 to 103, are actinides. Actinides are also known as radioactive metals. With the exception of actinium, thorium, and uranium, all of the actinides are man-made. The last thing I'd like to talk about is the element technetium. It was the latest addition to the periodic table and was discovered in 1937 and comes from the Greek word artificial. It is predominantly man-made and is a radioactive metal, similar to some of the actinoids. Before I wrap the video up with an overview of the next video, I'd just like to mention that in the description I put a link to a song from ASAP Science that really helped me memorize my elements. So, if you're interested, you can go watch it. In the next videos, I'll be going into further detail about the atom structure and the elements of the periodic table. I'll also be talking about where the atoms come from. Spoiler alert, it's the stars. Thank you for watching another episode of Nara Science Lab. See you later.